Hey guys, it's another Megan moment. Obviously it's the same day for me, so it's just different days for you guys. It's a little bit of a trick. So today we're going to be talking about greeting the kids when they show up for church. You might think that's kind of a silly thing to be training about, but honestly, this is one of the most important things to a kid. If you know a kid and they feel welcomed when they come, it's going to be such a better experience for them. If they feel loved and if they feel like they matter, like them being here made a difference in the classroom and in your life, it's going to be so much better for them. So the first thing that I want to talk about is everyone's favorite word is their own name. Let's be honest. Like, if you're in a crowded room and you hear someone here say your name, whether or not they're talking about you, you notice that, right? But if you heard them talking and saying, the name Daniel, you might not pay attention. But if you hear them say Megan, all of a sudden you're like, oh, Megan, are they talking about me? Are they talking to me? Everyone's favorite word is their own name. They want to hear it said by people. So when a child shows up, please know their name. It may be their second week at church, and if you know their name, it makes them feel like, hey, I mattered that I was here last week. It mattered that I was here, and this person that's in this classroom, I don't know them, but they know me, and I like that, okay? So please, 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 I cannot emphasize this enough. Learn the kids' names and use them. Okay, it's nice to call a kid sweetie, or it's nice to call them honey, or whatever word you want to use, but when you call a child by their own name, it makes them feel valued, okay? So when a kid comes into your classroom, please greet them by name every single Sunday morning. The next thing is, when they come in, get down on their level. I know for some of us it might be harder to get down on their level, but do what you can. So maybe that means when they come in, you're sitting in a chair by the door if you can't crouch down like that. Maybe you're sitting in a chair by the door and you say, "Hi, Melissa, I'm so glad that you are here. I have been waiting for you today." What? You've been waiting for me? Like, a child's mind would be blown by the fact that an adult was there on their level, using their name, and said that they were waiting for them to be there today. That is the goal. When a kid comes in the classroom, for them to be like, wow, they really wanted me to be here today. I'm so glad I came today, because otherwise I would have disappointed them if I wasn't here. Okay? So, for those of you that have like maybe 3 people in the classroom, or really even if you have 2, but this is more for like first hour than second hour because the transition is a little bit different, but I would still love for you to greet the kids the same way during second hour. But specifically for those of you that are during first hour, have one person in the classroom that's kind of like the designated greeter, okay? So like the 3's room, I know that there are usually 3 people in there. 2's room, same thing. 4's, 5's, K's, there's usually like 4 of you. So have someone that stands by the doors with the doors closed, and, well, the 4's, 5's, K's, that'd be a little hard, but the 2's and 3's room with the doors closed, and when they come up to the door, open the door, be down on their level already, greet them using their name, saying you're so excited they're here today, and that you've been waiting for them to show up, and that way they're helpers in the rest of the room to take care of the other kids that have already shown up, but you can give attention to that child that is walking through the door right now. Okay? It's nice when we greet them from inside the classroom, but it's even better when we greet them at the door. Let them know, like, I was standing here. I was just hoping you would be here today. So yeah, the other thing is, sometimes for little kids, it's really hard to make that transition into the classroom. We all know it. We've all witnessed it. Give time for the parents or the family, whoever, the big sister, whoever's dropping the kid off. Give them time to be the ones to transition the kid into class. And I know that sounds kind of weird because our first instinct is like, oh, I'll just take them. And then you comfort them and you say, it'll be okay. Mom and Dad will be back. Don't worry. You know, they're coming right back. You're going to have fun. Give the parents or whoever's dropping them off, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, whoever it is, give them the opportunity to say those things to the child, because it's going to mean a whole lot more coming from someone that they know, that they trust, that they believe that it's going to be okay, than from potentially maybe someone they don't know. After they're in the classroom, comfort them. If they're still having a hard time, let them know, they'll be back, it'll be okay. But give the parents the responsibility and the opportunity to do that to start with. It's super hard when we have to peel a child off of a parent. Allow the parents to be the one to set the child down and say, it's going to be okay. I'll be back in a little bit. You can go to class and you'll be fine and you'll have fun. And these people in here, this person that's right down here on your level, they love you and they want to spend time with you. Think about the difference that might make in a young mom's life, knowing like it's going to be okay. Because a lot of times the anxiety comes from the parent, not necessarily from the kid, okay? So give them the opportunity to be the ones to speak that encouragement into their own child, okay? The next thing is, as they're coming into the classroom, you're getting them ready to learn. You're getting them ready. So you've greeted them, parent has dropped them off, they are going to make this transition really well. So tell them the options that they have coming into the classroom. Say, over here on the green mat, you can build something today. We're going to build a tower. Or over there on the red mat, you can make a picture. Or on the green mat, Maddie's going to read a book to you. You go ahead and you choose which one you want to do, or find your name next to whichever one you're supposed to go to start with, and tell them what you're doing for the day. Give them the option to be ready to learn on their own. And if they come into the classroom and they're not ready to learn, start the process over. Take them right back outside, help them get ready to learn, get them in the right mindset, get them calmed down, and take them back in and show them their options again, okay? So as the person greeting, you're going to really have to try not to get stuck with a child that's having a hard time. That's why there are other helpers in the classroom. And we're going to be trying to transition into being a little bit more independent during that opening time for the kids, having activities that they can do on their own, giving them those choices so they can choose which one they want to do, and how they want to learn for the day. So the other helpers that are in the classroom, they can help you with the children that are having a hard time, because your main responsibility is to greet those kids, okay? So when you get there each Sunday, look at each other, say, who wants to be the greeter today? And make that decision, because the difference that a greeter can make in a child's mind and in their heart is huge. Hearing their own name, letting them know that they're loved, and letting them know that you're excited that they're there today. That can make a big difference in the way that they learn. Because we don't know what happened last night. We don't know what happened even this morning in the car on the way here. But we can only control what happens once they get into our classroom. We only know what's happening once they get in our classroom. And we want that to be an experience for them that they're never going to forget, and an experience for them that makes them feel loved and welcomed and wanted and valued. Thanks, guys.